big props on that one. On that note, looks like we're just about all set here. So let me do the introductions. On the left-hand side, we got hopefully soon-to-be Twitch partner, Cough Cough. Can you guys possibly light a fire under somebody at the actual place? Like, I know that there's staff watching. Light the fire, sign the papers. Like, for real. This is me trying to spur this along. Anyways, hopefully soon-to-be Twitch partner. God, we hope so, at least. Slash, because he should be by now. SlashSP is on the left-hand side, so give him a big warm welcome. And he'll be racing tonight against ReVenantGamer on the right-hand side. We saw him during the practice races, if you guys remember that far back. So, welcome both of these guys back. Excuse me again. If you guys would, !multi2 will take you into both of their channels, same way that the last one did. So make sure to give both Slash and Rev a follow if you would. And again, same thing, best of 5 race going to happen here, going through the blue baby in the chest. We're going by the same rules that we did last time. Obviously, they're going to have 2 options, or they're going to have more options, I should say, in the first item room. You can use your D6 whenever you want to. There are only 5 total resets allowed, so that's where things get a little bit hairy. There's stuff also that, you know, should somebody die, for example, that, you know, we're going to have to worry about that a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. But that will lose all their resets. There's a few other weird ones. We'll get to them as we see them, such as there are actually 4 items that you will never see on the first floor, but that will show up again later on. So should you see a weird re-rolled item as somebody walks into one of these item rooms right away, that's what it is, and we'll get a little bit more in depth should we see any of them. Let me get these guys off and racing here. And if I would hit the right buttons, I could copy-paste a little bit better. Try not to copy nothing. That's usually not a good thing to do, guys. So I sent him off and racing. Again, thank you to our referee, Rum, who used to race in Season 2 of BOILeR as well. So big thanks to him. Big thanks to Helena Costello as well for doing the same. And they'll be off and racing relatively soon. Again, apologies about the, let me get these turned off too, about the item trackers not going to work. They're just not going to work for now. So I'm just going to take these out of here. If I can find the other one. On that note, they're off and racing. So again, best of luck, guys. All right.
Cursed eye for Slash. Not going to be too happy about that, probably.
Oh, you rerolled Mr. Mega. How can you do that to Slack? On that note, Slash has already reset himself once here. And it looks like Rev's just going to run.
Running with rubber cement.
I don't kind of blame him.
I love rubber cement. I don't know how I feel about it as a start. It's hard to say no for this rule set, but... oh, man, I don't know. It's just a great item.
I know Rev well enough to know that he's one that will kind of take almost anything as well and make just a run out of it. Like, for example, you're seeing Slash resetting again here, so... and resetting again, most likely, because I wouldn't take either of those items. Ain't no way in hell I'd be taking those. And probably doing it again. Thinking about triple. No.
God, how many is that for?
That's 4.
Now? Is that 4?
Yeah, that's 4 resets already. So he's down to his very, very last. If we get past this, he doesn't get to use his item room anymore. So we're probably going to see Slash take an item and run here. And he's going to need to because we're still clearing out on Rev's side. You got everything cleared, bro. You can go. There you go. What are we going to find, if anything? Dead ends. We found... oh, hey. We found Champion Famine. Look at this. Just no luck for Slash.
Orbital action to go along with that, and the Soul Heart for the next floor to help protect.
Oh, that's right. It is a blue one. It is the
champion.
Champion.
One of the better bosses you can find on Basement 1. That's a very big boss. If he's good with doing orbital strats, he's going to have a very good time for the rest of this run now.
Yeah, I got to agree. When you pick up an orbital, let alone a little bit of Soul Heart protection, oof, God, I hate the massive shots that the Champion one does, though. I walk into those more often than not. And here's that last item room finally showing up on Slash's side. Ooh, got cheap shotted too. Well, let's see a screw.
Oh, he actually rolls it.
That's an interesting one.
I mean, he got lucky and got one of the better items out of the boss pool, but
there's that last reset. So now we're on literally the last possible run for Slash. Like if he resets from here or dies from here on out, no first item room. So this is the last of them. We are down to the nitty-gritty. He got absolutely nothing, though. Like, there's no... I mean, if you know your opponent took what he did, maybe...
hey, he saw people...
okay, touche.
I couldn't say that with a straight face.
Well, on that note, he also saw Mr. Mega. No, I wouldn't take that either, so don't worry. But... what do we got?
Bob's brain.
Oh, God.
I would use the 2 bombs I have. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lusty Blood? Nope.
Oh, Lusty Blood.
Firemind. I can't really say no to it, especially with the bouncy tiers, because that can definitely come in
we'll
useful.
see how much damage he ends up taking off of this effect. It could be very bad.
That's what I worry about, though. That fire, we saw it haunt Steven 6 got in the last round a little bit. Well, Lost Fly, it's something. It's not nothing to begin with. It's not super amazing, but maybe we get lucky here. Soul Heart, and no, we don't. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, the trackers are disabled at the moment. They are all glitched out, so... Like, if I were to turn slashes on, he'll still shows him at the beginning of his run. So, Rev's at least reset, it looks like, though. So we got that going for us. So at least they both reset to the beginning of the run, but it's not actually working for him, which is super weird. Because, yeah, like, if I turn on Revs, like, Revs is just stuck with items you don't have.
Ooh, there we go. Rev's run is getting turned up here.
There's Squeezy and a few more soul hearts. Rev's looking pretty good right now. Slash still working on that first boss, so we'll see what he turns out. Probably gonna have to wait another floor, really, to see.
Oh, yeah, get him, Lost Fly, get him! It looks like Slash is very specifically trying to lead Monstro to where his Lost Fly is.
I think he is.
Respect the play there. I mean, you gotta do what you can with what you got, and he's making the most out of it.
Yep, this is one of those runs where it just kind of hoses you into taking an item you maybe didn't want, and he took it. You gotta work with it if you do. You don't have to work with it, but you probably should. Because again, with base damage tiers, at least you have something else doing damage there. That fly, though.
It just flew right over to that poop.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
stay here. I'm being
good.
useful.
I'm good here. What about the second item room? Oh, God. I'm not taking that razor blade. No, thank you. I mean, again, can be made useful. Not gonna lie. But not with this build. Not this early. Also, he does have a reroll, but he is going to save it for that devil deal, assuming that he gets it.
He's going to save it for that devil deal for sure. This should be a pretty easy devil deal for him to get.
Yeah, he's got the protection.
He's got 2 soul hearts to protect it. It's not too many bosses in the basement are going to troll you hard enough to ruin that.
Do I have to bring up the one on your lost runs that could, though? You're already having nightmares. Sorry, I had to. The haunt.
I can no-hit the haunt almost every single time. If I go in there as the lost, that's it. I'm gonna die. I don't know what it is.
It's that, like, one little bit of, like, he's under your skin, and it will always be there. Let's see, Little Horn. That's one of those guys that can actually hit me enough times. Just, I can get unlucky enough of those bomb placements.
Taking the Libra.
Ooh.
That is, I mean, I don't know if he wanted the bombs and coins and everything out of that, but that was actually a tier rate down as well as a damage down for him.
Yeah, I question those.
But what a devil deal over here.
And a third item, which, yeah, I'm going to reroll that.
Yeah, I got to take
and
Eye of Belial. And an Eye of Belial.
Jesus.
Wow.
That was just
Big
brutal.
devil deal for him. Wow.
That is a nice catch-up devil deal. Look at this. Caves 1 intro room. Item room, curse room attached to it. What? I don't know that I've ever seen... Wow, that's a brutal one, too. But still, I don't know that I've ever seen that happen. How did race 1 go?
So Eye of Belial is going to be damage up as well as give him piercing and homing tiers. After the tier goes through a target, well, that's the perfect room to demonstrate it. You'll notice that the design of his tier is going to change. It actually changes its look, and it becomes a homing tier. So you'll see it curving down towards the other targets. Very, very, very useful ability. The Assassin's Robe, 3 Sin Hearts, as well as some damage up. And the Succubus that will float around the room and deal damage to anything it comes into contact with. And anytime he's standing inside of that aura, he's getting 1.5 of his normal damage. So you'll see that his damage number is going up and down a lot of the time. It's whenever he's standing in that black aura around the Succubus.
Yep,
he's
getting
getting 2.6 damage off of that right now.
Yep, and he jumps up to 7.79, back down to 5.19, depending on if he's in. You see the very slight little darkened aura around the Succubus that's flying. That's what he's talking about.
Sit inside that Succubus, get that piercing effect going on.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Ooh, Rotten Oh, Krampus. It's always Krampus. Oh, that cheap diagonal shot. God, I wish I could tell what he's doing.
I still am adapting to that.
I wish I could tell what he's doing, and I wish I could tell if it was going to be a moving one, too. I wish there was some indicator. There's nothing, though. Oh, look at this. And Incubus.
Oh, my goodness.
Good lord. That build is disgusting right now. So he's down to caves, too.
Real fast.
Rev's still burning through. No pun intended. Rev is still burning through over here. God damn it, I realized what I said after I said it. Do that too much. But yeah, he's burning through on his side too. So this is becoming a real race, but this may start separating very quickly. There's Rev's item room. He's got to hope for something real super awesome right about now, but he does have keys. Never mind, I thought that was a 0. Oof. Big Chubby?
Cluster bombs into Big Chub. Big Chub's alright.
He's good, but he's so slow. He's so slow. On big bosses, though, he's awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing. On the big bosses, he just sits inside of them and is like, you're delicious.
Chompy, chompy, chompy. Yeah, and just murders them, so agreed. And along with fire tears, that can really add up. And speaking of Caves 2 item rooms, how about Slash getting PhD?
And it looks like Rev has started... Oh, that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. He started to play a lot slower, a lot more careful about his fire mind, explosive shots. And that's definitely the right call. And we've seen a fallen fight for both players here.
Oh, look at this. 2 Guppy pieces right back to back there for Rev as well.
And then he's got enough to roll for a 3rd Guppy?
No, he doesn't. He has no roll, sadly.
Oh, he didn't get his D6 charge.
Yeah, he's missing it by 2.
Oh, man.
He could have gotten a full Guppy there if he was super, super lucky. And he had a 4-piece Devil Deal, so like he really had a good chance at it there. That hurts. That hurts. And both onto their depths 1, so we are pretty dead even right now. Like, dead even in this race. Does anyone here make good chub noises? I'm going to take that out of context and answer yes. Yes, I do. But I had to take it out of context.
I'm not going to say anything. We've got a teleport coming out from Slash here, using his Hermit card to save half of a soul heart and get into his shop to check, which was greed. There we go. Some definite smart, slower play. See, this is the thing. As much as I want to like Fire Mind, I feel like it forces you into playing
much slower, much faster.
A lot of the time.
Yep.
Because it's scary. You're gonna be a lot of the time. The way that a lot of us have learned to play the game, especially when you're going fast, is you're gonna be right up on an enemy's face. Yep. Guess what happens every time you're right up on an enemy's face?
Burning, burning.
Kaboom! Yep. Fire Mind right in your face.
Every time.
Every single time.
So again, like I don't really mind that reroll of the rerolling part of you know, like an orbital at that point. I kind of see the reasoning behind it, unless you're going to go pure orbital damage. Like you said, if you're right in close to an enemy, you kind of don't want to be firing fire tears at them. That's a very bad idea.
Yeah.
For example, oh god, he got right in on Gish. I thought we were about to see it there.
Down to half of a heart.
However, we're still dead even.
This fight.
But that damage differential, though.
That poor giant poop has just been melted by everybody today, man.
I could make some comment about where I used to live, because you could actually smell the outcome of that room in the place where I used to live every Tuesday evening when they decided, hey, we have a little bit of extra stuff in the pipes, let's get rid of it with fire. Basically what just happened there.
And he gets a 17.75% chance Devil Deal. Judas's Shadow, I think you gotta do it. Oh, man.
That's, yeah.
He may have been fishing for the Guppy there.
You almost have to, I think. Especially if it's Dead Cat that you pull at that point, that's...
Yeah, that's the thing. If he pulled Dead Cat to finish his Guppy, that would have been huge. But at the same time, it's Judas's Shadow. That's almost as big as Guppy in a lot of ways.
And you can still get Guppy. It's not like you can't, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Like, I think just off of that, like you said, like, I think I'd have to do it and play the Shadow. I mean, there's no way you can't. No, he's rolling a lot of good stuff, I agree, but at the same point, there's that not necessarily need for Guppy, but look at the damage differential. Like, Rev is keeping up. But let's be really honest here.
For now.
Yeah, for now is the key word.
The situation is getting
exactly. That's the big fear.
Shadow could have been helpful there, even just because it would have given him more damage, so he'd be killing the things faster. So there's less time for the Fire Mind proc to pop up and kill him.
Yep, and you know the other thing that could be possible in this situation is I get that and my Shadow confused 99% of the time when I see him. So it could have been that he thought it was my Shadow and was like, screw that, and didn't realize which one it was. So he may have just screwed up too. You never know. You don't have enough for it anymore. You're missing by 3 cents.
Sad bombs into a Dry Baby, and the Dry Baby is actually potentially going to help him even more. As much as I love the sad bombs, at the same time, he doesn't have much of a build for them.
Yeah, there's not much use for him. How about a little bit of Horror Babylon? We need more Babylon. Nice. And more health for that matter, along with the Polaroid. So now Slash has got a lot of protection on his side. And now he's going to go up to, what, 10.5 damage, I believe? Yep, 10.5 damage when he stays inside the succubus range. Incubus, succubus? He has both.
Well, he's got both. The one that floats around is succubus.
Okay, good. Again, 2 items I screw up the name on constantly, so welcome to my
I had
hell.
trouble with them for a while.
I'm getting better, but I'm really, really horrible with it. I'm the most forgetful person with stuff like that, so...
Slash's maps are the actual worst. I just need to point this out really quick. He's got me tier luck with full clearing his floors right now. It's absurd.
It's whoever I put on the left side seems to be full clearing floors tonight, so this seems to be the curse.
He's had to clear 90% of his rooms, I'm pretty sure.
I think every single floor he has.
It's just silly.
And he's still leading, technically speaking, because Rev is just about done with that foot fight. I mean, just about done. Come on, one more. There you go. A little bit of health. That Polaroid, nobody's going to check. Because, again, you can't just take an item and teleport out. Even at that point, Rev really can't do that in the first place. But you can't just... It's useless to go into his boss rush room. Use the hiccups.
Range up pill. A whole bunch of meh pills in there. Yeah, definitely take the power pill with you out of that.
Well, the good news is that he had PhD, so at least he made them all good pills, but...
Yeah, they were all good pills, so we had to go in there to check to see if there was maybe Tears Up or Balls of Steel. Just something else to make his run a little bit better.
Yeah, let's say those were half and half Balls of Steel and Tears Up at that point. That's probably a GG build. Like, any sort of Tears Up is just going to start murdering on top of that damage. Plus, boss fight. Making short work of having to go through a lot of rooms in that floor. And then making super short work of boss fights.
And they are on the same boss at the same time. I don't know how much longer this build can keep up for Rev, though.
I don't imagine it's going to be past this floor.
It's already fallen behind right here.
Yeah.
The way that Slash's maps have been going, there is a chance.
However,
to be fair.
Because again, if he has to full clear the chest and the cathedral...
Yeah, that's
brutal.
Be a bad time.
That is brutal time. So yeah, I could... And again, that wasn't actually a boss. That was a mini-boss for Rev.
No, that wasn't the... Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even see which door it went into.
Rev's full clearing his floor, too, at this point. Now he's going the right way. Now we're on the right path, I believe. That's a mimic chest. Yeah, I was going to say, don't hit that Slash. That will haunt you. Yeah, he's going the right way. I glanced
over at what he was fighting, and I was like, oh yeah, it's Split Loki. Of course it's a boss. Nope. RNG just being RNG right now.
Yeah, the game just being itself, let's be real. Oh my god, I was wrong. Wow, dude, these maps. Floor. What are these maps even? Holy shit. This doesn't happen much, but wow, that is brutal. That map is nasty, so it's going to be... Wow, it's going to break down into the right. Oh my god. No wonder. There it is. Look at how close he was to it from the get-go. Rev was within like 3 rooms from the start. That's terrible. Oh, God. That hurts, man.
That's the worst.
Those have gotta hurt.
Worst. Oh, Sister Vis with this setup. Ooh, I mean,
although he's doing well. Down. It's because he's making good use of Big Chub, like we were saying before.
The rubber cement is putting in some work.
And Big Chub was murdering during that, too, because they don't move too much. There's some health up for Rev. And now they're both on Womb, too. Slash has cleared much more of it.
Slash is full clearing. Of course he is.
And we know he's on the right path, because where the hell else could he go?
I don't think it's going to be through the arcade. I feel pretty safe saying that.
I've seen it in the original, but I'm pretty sure they got rid of that one-time glitch that did happen, so...
Hey, the map does some weird things sometimes. When it tries to generate the map like 1,000 times and it doesn't work, it just says, you know what, do whatever you want. I don't care. Just make a map.
Those were so fun when we finally figured that out in the original and everybody was like, yeah, watch what happens, and just like, whoa, there's a boss fight attached to my starting room. What?
That was good times during some of the races.
If only we had times to actually reset 1,000 times per side. We could have made some real use of that. Ooh, having to leave behind that devil deal.
Solid use of the orbital to take out the It Lives fight. And his devil deal is absolute trash. The Athame would have been the closest thing to take there, but this late run,
but you can't. No way. You just can't do it. Wow. Oh, look at these hearts.
Blue Fire Room, and he gets 2 right away.
And that's all he's going to need.
Yeah.
Or at least, it's all he's going to take. Let me rephrase. Now, where's Rev's fight? Because it should be down here to the
If
left.
Rev can avoid getting hit, or if he can find some more soul hearts, he's got a guaranteed devil deal on this floor.
Question is...
he can really use that Guppy.
Yeah, it's all he can really... Oh, God, Brimstone Ghost. Screw this room. Those are the worst enemies.
This is one of the worst rooms to not be able to bomb through.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that's one of the other rules. You cannot bomb through rooms, even if you get, like, Ipecac or anything like that. So I know that's been a point of contingency that everybody, oh my god, it's terrible. Oh, that teleporting.
Very nice teleport card. And of course, he went the wrong way first. Again.
Again.
I feel bad for you, Slash. I know he's winning here, but I still...
But having to clear that many extra rooms...
Racer, it feels like the worst thing ever.
I don't even consider myself a racer.
The wrong way.
But having watched it, yeah, exactly. Having watched enough of it, every single floor, you're getting it over and over and over again. It's just, man, the game is twisting that knife in your back a few extra turns.
There's nothing fun about full clearing, floor after floor after floor.
Unless you're actually trying to clear every single room, but
wow.
Oh god.
He gets another Hermit card to make up for him using the one to teleport up there.
Yeah, strength card. Could actually utilize that in a devil deal if need be, but pointless at this point for him, because there's that boss fight, and again, he's got the chest right afterwards.
That room that Rev was just in, I hate that room.
The one
before
the
room with the two...
Yep.
The whatever they are. The two buttons. There we go.
Yeah,
buttons.
I don't know the names.
I couldn't remember the word buttons.
Don't worry, dude. If it's a four-letter word, I screw it up.
Slash is getting very, very courageous with some of his plays here. Gets right in there to make use out of his succubus aura, as well as using his orbital. Makes very short work of the Isaac fight. Very good. Very well done.
Man, let's see what we get for those chest items. Nod leaf. Really, yeah, let's reroll everything. Those are all crap. Purity.
Yeah, those are all trash.
Oh, wow. -4 on the frickin'
That is
tears.
a big tears boost for him.
Yeah, so now he's at 3, which is breaking the tears cap, and oh my god, is that an OP build at the moment. Rev is going to have to just fly to catch up.
He's just going to have to hope he survives.
He's going to have to hope for back-to-back Emperor cards.
And that Slash does not survive.
Which I don't
I think you got to turn around at this point, Slash. Also, another Crack the Sky pickup. I totally agree.
Yep.
It's a pretty strong item when it works, and nowadays it works very, very often.
Or if you're Logcat. Can never forget that one use by Logcat where he literally murdered Mom's foot in one usage of it and took out at least, I think it was 80% of her health because it just happened to hit all the doors and stay there while they were open, so her health bar just went... Yeah, a little bit of damage.
Oh, man, Slash is getting some bad rooms.
Speaking of bad rooms, Rev just ate one. So Rev's back to the beginning here, so now Slash can play super safe on his side. Again, he doesn't know that he has a resurrection. It is a question mark after it, so...
Man, what is with Slash's map right now? Is it going to break off to the right here and go to the boss?
It almost has to.
I mean, it's either that or it's the big room back on the left.
Oh my god, it's the big room back on the left.
I was thinking it is going to be... I think it has to be big room on the left.
It is, because this is a dead end over here.
At least he got a soul heart back out of that. Jeez.
Oh god,
Rev at least is able to get a soul heart on his first floor to help protect his devil deal, just in case Slash finds some way to die on this one.
It's still not out of the question yet. I mean, he does have 5.5 hearts and that one questionable res. You never know. Oh, he's checking everywhere, but yeah, that's... yeah. Look at where this map goes. This is unreal. That is the most unreal layout on a freaking chest floor ever. That does suck.
This map is clown shoes.
And here we go, back to the left. Where does this go? Lo and behold. Oh my god, it's literally connected to it.
He could have been done by now. I tried to tell people.
Oh my god, see, team always go left. Where's Casper when you need him?
Eliminated by problems.
Touche.
In a shocking 3-0. I did not expect that one.
I didn't either. I thought that was going to be our first 5 game, to be real with you. I really did. And again, don't blink, guys, because it's not the most amazing damage, but we're already halfway... Wow, make that 75% of the way through this fight because that Crack the Sky actually worked freaking wonders. You're the best. And just like that, finally, boom, Slash on into the chest, and he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Very nicely done, dude. So let's put that up there. Before I forget, let's also put that on all of these. because I always forget to do this afterwards and realize it too late. Boom, perfect. Awesome. So now we actually have somebody on the left side. Got a win. We're breaking all sorts of normalcies here in BOILeR, guys. Maybe, just maybe, it won't be 3-0. I'm really hoping that we finally get our first non-3-0. We've been saying this since the beginning, but now we have our first race of this out of the way. Slash has got it. Rev is going to look to tie it up here. Slash is going to look to put him on the ropes going up 2-0. So we'll start up around 2 momentarily when they get their rooms. Excuse me. Where can you find this mod so you can practice? Good question. You can actually search for it on the workshop on Steam, just as BOILeR, and you'll find it. It's basically like it says on the screen. The mod is made by Zamiel, who is Zamiel, I believe it's Zamiel_SRL on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. Really, really cool dude. Did this on like no notice. That artwork was done by Gromfaloon, so big shout out to Grom as well, because that was unexpected and freaking awesome. So big shout outs to both of them. But you can search for it on the Steam Workshop under BOILeR, and you will find it, like, no problem. It should be the only one on there. And then make sure every time you notice what Slash just did, he turned on Total Curse Immunity. So you have to type in BLCKCNDL, Black Candle, abbreviated into 8 letters. Wow, look at that, he found his room. And basically that will turn on Total Curse Immunity. You have to turn it on before every time that you character select, just to be sure, but that will get rid of any curses that you have, which is super nice. And now we just got to get Rev his room, and we'll be off and racing again. No problem at all, Kursko. No problem at all, dude. Also, how you doing, man? That goes for everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Oh. Personally, I'm loving this again. Bam. Found his room, too. Cool, cool. We'll get round 2 off and racing momentarily here again. Slash is leading 1-0 in this best of 5. You see those coins? So that's going to indicate who's got the leads at any point. And here we go from the looks of it. Again, there's a little bit of a delay, but that's because I have a referee. Whoa, look at this. I got a referee actually in there calling the starts.
Proptosis. Big Daddy Proptosis.
And look at this, 2 resets already for Slash, so we're off to the same type of start we were last time. And of course, Twitch is giving me lag on Rev's side now. Thanks.
Yep, there it is. All right.
Good.
All cleared up.
You got it too? Interesting.
Yeah.
It's probably a hiccup on his
side. That
side.
may have been on his end, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
so,
big deal.
Look at this, murdering through Larry Jr.'s, plural. What's Slash gonna get? Nothing. A 3rd reset.
Nothing into
God.
nothing.
How about this item room? It's not nothing.
I think I would have gone big.
Yeah, that's tough. That's his 4th reset, so he's only got this one and 1 more. Well, he's got the 1 more reset, so 2 more item rooms, basically. Which, oh god. Yeah, I was going to say go the other way. It's definitely not left for the item. And I think he knows that too. And here's Rev just moving on along. There's his 2nd boss fight already. And as long as he can keep that 1 soul heart, he's got a 100% chance at a devil deal here on his 2nd floor. I don't really see a whole hell of a lot of issue with that. That thudding is my cat. Sorry. Oh man, nothing. Last reset on Slash's side. So this is the last item room he's allowed to take an item out of. Well, the first item rooms, I should clarify. Sorry, on basement 1. Oh, right, god. Yeah. Getting out of there is going to suck. He's going to take Infestation and run.
Yes, take the Infestation? Yeah.
What else do you do? I mean,
maybe...
Geez.
I don't know.
Maybe just reset and hope for a good curse room. I mean, we know that that's at least an option, because once you run out of item rooms on your resets, you can still reset. You just can't use item rooms on your 1st floor anymore. So if you want to just rush it to your first devil deal or hope you get a curse room, that's cool. Item tracker is still broken at the moment. Actually, I take it back. It looks like Rev's works. Does yours? Oh my god, they're both working. Hold tight. Holy shit,
hey,
they both reset. Thank you for the reminder to look. Holy crap, they both work. Boom.
So we've got a Dark Matter pickup over on the left side out of his first devil deal. Another damage up for him. That's going to be nice with his Proptosis. Not to mention it also locks him into devil deals. He is going to be much more likely to find Krampus in his devil deals from now on. But, you know, you got to take what you can get.
Yeah, exactly.
And Krampus isn't always the worst. Lump of Coal is kind of fun with this build, with the Proptosis.
Little Evil Eye over on...
Evil Eye? Yeah, you just take that. That's a chance whenever he fires to go ahead and spawn an eye that will slowly float across the room
slowly
and fire
is the
out
keyword.
his tears as well.
Very slowly. Yeah, and you can see it there. It's that glowy blue thing.
Matchbook. Oh my god. Well, at least Slash
did they invert?
has some protection for his devil deal now.
How the hell did that happen? How the fuck did they get inverted? Hold tight. What the fuck is going on with this? Interesting. Let's do this. How the fuck did it invert these? That's not what I wanted at all. Wow, that is super screwed. Interesting. Wow, these item trackers just got jacked tonight, dude.
Womp womp. Rev chunking through his boss. He's got a little bit of Diglets to take care of now. And he gets a range up. Rolls it into a pentagram. That's pretty nice. That's a good upgrade over the range up. And we've got the multi-dimensional baby now coming up over on Slash's side. Nice to see that. I think it's not a bad item, but the bigger thing I'm happy about there when I see it is that it's an item out of the Devil Deal pool. So I'm less likely to have to waste a roll on it or to get a roll wasted into that item.
Don't mind me, I'm just futzing with stuff over here on the other side.
No, yeah,
for some reason this is all inverted, and it makes no sense, but yeah.
Ooh, look out, Rev. Stay away from the big bombs. The big bombs are not your friends.
Weird. It wouldn't let me reset it any other way, I just had to move them. And of course, no, that's not correct either. Son of a biscuit. Will nothing work right for Crumbs? Find out soon.
Some good solid tiers up, and the Abaddon, and the Athame. Wow, there's a great double deal for you. Very, very solid double deal for Slash over there.
Oh, that's why.
The Athame, anytime he gets hit, is going to spawn a Maw of the Void effect around him that, when it kills enemies, actually has a higher chance of spawning a Sin Heart than Maw of the Void. Unfortunately, the awkward synergy there with it is that if you get hit, you're probably going to be proccing a Sin Heart. And if you proc a Sin Heart, you're going to be killing most of the things in the room off of that anyway. Rev is hanging on by a nail right now with his one red heart. Plugging away at his floor. Picked up a Guardian Protector along the way. There we go. He got a key to get in there, and he's going to pick up a heart. Survivability option there, I feel, is like the best thing. Oh, yeah, get in there with that Athame. Oh, I didn't quite get the kill.
Alright, I can't get rid of that one pink line, but whatever. At least we have item trackers, right? Cool, good. Screw it, it's close enough.
Good enough.
Close enough for government work. I tried, but whatever. So sorry about the muting on my side there, but I had to make really sure. And, well, you know what? It doesn't work, so screw it. Boy, that is crooked, too. What? How did this happen? Whatever. I don't even care. It's on. It works. Item trackers. Woo!
Rev having to be very careful in this room, because if he gets hit again, that's it. He's dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't really see his health on my layout right now, so I apologize, but he's got half a red heart. And that was a
full red heart, but...
Oh, full. I'm sorry, it's full.
Red heart, yeah. Yeah.
Why the hell I said half? Welcome to my world, guys. I make no sense.
Tech issues.
Tech issues even mess with my words. What is
very nice getting into the shop there by Slash. He ends up finding a Soul Heart, which is great for him, and he gets to blow up the judgy of the room.
And there's that health.
Increases his double deal chance.
There's that health Rev needed so super terribly. So he'll take that super bandage any day of the week and grab himself 2 more hearts, both of souls and reds. So he's looking good now. If you die in Isaac, do you die in real life? Only if it was your mother that killed you in Isaac. Well, and I guess you still have to have some form of relationship with your mother in real life to make that happen, too. But, you know, hey, whatever. Semantics.
It's not important. Just go with it, all right? Just shush. Everybody shush.
Yeah, none of the details are ever important. Spare me those. Just, you know, it is what it is. Look at this. Ragman just getting murdered over here on the left side.
Ragman.
One of my least favorite fights.
Grumble.
Those homing shots, tears. What are those?
I sort of orbitals that then get mad at you and home in on you.
Gotta be my least favorite part of that fight, because I get hit by just everything all the time. I can dodge, but when he stays close for so long, you can only do so much. And there you see
another little damage up for him, and range, but nobody's getting concerned about range unless they picked up number 1.
And even then, most people are
So
capable
do we get the
of
lump
beating
of coal
cults.
here? And if we're not getting the lump of coal, it's the head of Krampus. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be the head of Krampus.
Oh, wow, no, it was a lump and he re-rolled
See,
it into...
I did it because I wanted to jinx it, and my question was, does he take it? And he doesn't. He rolls and gets the empty vessel. Empty vessel is okay.
I wouldn't go out of my way
not
for it,
quite
but
the game
yeah.
changer that you'd want to see there.
Ooh, got a little too close on that. Yeah, at this point, just take the extra.
No,
black
he's
heart damage.
definitely doing that on purpose. Look
I
at
don't know.
all those sin hearts.
Yeah.
He got a few drops back there. Yeah, that
Oh, and he got
Athame
him.
is going big for
And he got 2 soul
Man,
hearts.
that's huge.
And he pulled the 2 soul hearts to make it back, too, so... I'm concerned about range. Okay, well, touche, RPG fan, touche. So, a few of us are, but it's slack RNG.
And the kidney stone pickup for Rev is going to let him spew tears every once in a while. It's probably a good item that's worth taking most of the time, but I still don't like it because it makes my tears randomly stop, and then I freak out. I'm like, why is this happening again? Oh yeah, because I got to let go of the fire button.
Yep, and you never, and the only way I do see it is because it changes your face to red, and that's assuming that you don't have another, you know, some sort of body changer, or whatever you want to call it, that change, like, for example, like Slash has, and maybe you don't actually see the redness coming in. I do it all the time. I skip right over that and don't realize it, too, and it's just, you sit there and you're like, okay, fire, oh, yeah, I have to let go. Hey, look, it fired!
What an awkward map for Slash. That looked like it should have been the right direction to go. I think he must be going in the correct direction now, but yeah.
Oh, at this point, he has to be. I don't think there is any other way he could go. Because he did fully check to the
I'm
others.
thinking it's down.
Oh, no,
but
I
it
guess
could
he
be
didn't.
left.
There is one more.
What an awkward map.
Wow. Man, these are strange,
Rev
strange
getting
ones.
his Krampus fight.
Am I way behind you or
Old
something?
Krampus showing up to ruin everybody's day.
I feel like I'm way behind you on Rev's side if he's fighting Krampus. Or you're way behind, one of the two. But I haven't seen it. Slash can't
Maybe a
map.
pause play. I think I'm all caught up. You may have just missed it. It was a fairly short fight.
Oh, if you're asking how much health Rev has, he's got 3 full red hearts and then the half a blue heart. I know it's really hard to see that.
Hey, the wishbone actually proc.
Wow.
You see Slash taking his ball of bandages there. Not surprising after he used it in the last run. And he also picks up the rotten baby to get rid of his last red heart, which procs his empty vessel. That's really nice for him. Goes back for a battery. I definitely agree that plays well.
Get speedball out of it.
Speedball. Speed is fine. I like speed. Max out my speed and I'm happy. I'm not going to complain.
And again, with flight and everything, Slash can just bypass that key lock over there. Key lock, as opposed to what? Jesus. Anyways. Moot point, Crumps adds extra words into sentences. Have fun with that. But yeah, you can see Slash just cruising on through now. And again, making use of
So to
those sin hearts.
explain the wishbone, by the way, I was so shocked that it actually broke for once that I forgot to explain it. So the wishbone is a trinket. Whenever you get hit, there's a chance of it breaking. And when it breaks, it drops a pedestal item for you. I have never gotten it to break on any of my runs.
Wow,
I don't have
really?
any idea what the rate is, but it's got to be awful.
I've had it hit once for me, and I think I've only picked up, because again, why pick it up? Like, I picked it up, I think, twice total, and I've had it actually proc once for me, and it shocked me too. I'm like, where did this item come from? Like, did I just glitch my game? And everyone's like, no, you idiot, you had the wishbone. Like, oh yeah! Like, I didn't even think about it, because it never
I forgot
procs.
about it because the thing never works.
Exactly. Silly Paris, thank you, dude. Thank you very much for the bits. By the way, they're both on the foot fight at the same time. Slash murders through his just now.
Slash destroying his.
I thought it was going to be quicker, but he got that one last little bit of health was still sitting
And
there.
Rev dropping down to that one heart.
Get there, Rev. Come on. Oh, no. I flipped over at the worst time.
Out of existence.
Right as he got stomped, I flipped over to his screen, too. Like, that's going to go down as commentator curse. I can tell already. So again, Rev didn't use any resets, but now it's like he used all of them. He does not get to use that first item room. He's just got to skip it from here. Well, he can look, but he can't touch anything. After that, all the item rooms are fine, but yeah, that's your punishment. The racers decided on that one, not me.
And Slash is rocking a very, very healthy build, and now he can just slow play this the rest of the entire race if he wants to.
Yep. 10 hearts.
It's going to be pretty hard for Rev to catch up on this one.
Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, depending on how
Unless he gets
super slow.
like some early brimstone.
Yeah. But again, Slash would
Not
also
if
have to
he
go
gets chunked
slow.
out by one of these champion
Wow.
spiders.
That challenge room, this is one of, we were talking about going slow. Like, why the heck not try, I guess? There's 3 red chests,
just
right?
hope for the best out of it.
Yeah,
At
nothing.
the very least, he's getting a soul heart back here.
But he got
No
literally
Guppy
nothing
pieces or
from those
anything like
chests. Yeah, he
that,
got
but
bomb,
Polaroid
bomb,
procs,
bomb, bomb,
ball
bomb.
bandages. He can clear it out fast enough.
Speaking of, already clear. Oh, no, there was one more. I forgot about the other spawn. I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Chubb getting reamed real good there.
Wow, computer, catch up to me. Thank you. Jesus. Sorry, my computer's having issues. Never
Let's see if
fails.
we're going to be taking any of these pills. He is going to take them. All right, there we go. We got to luck up to make up for that.
What else? Emperor card. Obviously,
Yeah, definitely taking the Empress card back out with you for a little
or
bit of
Empress,
damage
excuse
boost
me.
At some point.
I always say those backwards for some stupid reason too. You think you could have
Blowing up his
separated the
Judgy
names?
for the extra increased double deal chance, and playing the Demon Judgy.
No reason not to, honestly. When you
I
got
mean,
the
with
5
how much
seconds,
health he's got, yeah, you should.
and you get 5 seconds of invincibility every time you do,
Caffeine
because
pill.
ugh,
Yay.
woohoo! But yeah, with the Polaroid too, he's rocking the invincibility. You might as well play
Yeah,
it.
the invincibility, able to maximize the time on that, take advantage of the invincibility. And it's not like he's hard up for health right now.
Right. Even getting hit and losing a full heart at a time now, it's not even phasing him. He'll find more too, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, with that Athame, it's going to be popping some health out for him. Real good.
I should point that out too. Exclamation mark bracket will take you to the actual bracket for this tournament, which, believe it or not, I actually updated with the last race too. So, woo! And the winner of this, I am super sorry for them, is going to have to take on Cyber One. If you remember, was it last week? No, it was week 1 he raced. And literally laid the SmackDown 3-0 to his opponent. So, next week's going to get interesting.
Yeah, Barry
Round 2.
and Cyber One made for an interesting week 1 setup.
Yeah.
So you'll notice also that sometimes, I want to say Cyber, that's not who's racing. We were just talking about him. Slash, there we go. The other name. He is occasionally getting a little shield to pop up, but he's not taking any damage. What's happening there is the other effect of the empty vessel is proccing and giving him a big boost up. That's also giving him a big boost up. Enjoy the Death's Touch. So that shield will pop up every once in a while and give him the opportunity to take full advantage of that ball of bandages he's got floating around him.
Yep, because he had... Oh, hi, Spaz. Good to see you, too. Because he had not enough invincibility beforehand. Yeah, let's tack that one extra item on top of it, just for a little bit more. Sorry for the noise in your ear there, Slack. Yeah, come on over. The cat has decided to join us and has no idea where to stand. Hi. Anyways, back to where I was going beforehand with this. Like I was saying, the winner of this has to take on Cyber One, and then next week we find out the winners of, let's see, Admiral Baru against Rex More OP is going to take on Kazooie Girl. And then, what else is next week? Crafter, Lynx, and Sihi. Winner of that will take on Shigen, who just won the prior matchup 3-0. So this is going to get interesting come round 2. It already is interesting, but round 2 is really going to see some super, super tight matchups. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, winners of round 2 are all guaranteed to be in the money. Because that would push you into there. No, it's not true. I take back what I said, because if you lose out of there and get into the 4th round, or get into the 3rd, 4th place match. No, wait, that is right, because 3rd and 4th both get money. I forget we're paying 4th place in this, too. That's so strange that we're paying
nice.
4th place. I could never remember it. Tech, not the worst thing. I definitely wouldn't take it at this point.
Yeah, not
but
with Death's Touch.
yeah,
though.
no. This is where I was going.
As-
It's okay, but not with Death's Touch. With Death's Touch, you take Death's Touch and you keep going with it. You don't fuck with it. Yeah, you want to say hi? That would be Spaz saying hi. Enjoy the thumping on the microphone, everyone.
I'm glad I can't hear it.
Yeah, Slack
Sort
is
of
lucky.
glad.
He's on another microphone, so Slack's got his own special microphone. Like, he's feeling all special over in the ears there. Except his sounds like crap.
Privileged.
One way to look at it. I don't think that's a word I'd use, but I appreciate it.
Good enough. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Close enough for government work. I'll take it.
The very nice, slow, methodical, safe play from Slash over here. I like it. Once again,
I think you actually
doesn't
considered
need to
checking
be
that
pushing
curse
too
room.
hard, and his health is a little on the low side. It's not super low, but there's no reason to start throwing some of it away either. Just hang back, let your sights chunk through these guys. Don't worry about the orbital. Save the orbital for the boss fights.
Yep.
And
Save
for
the
the boss
health.
fights, like, I'd probably go ahead and use the orbital on, like, the Isaac fight coming up.
Oh, absolutely. In a heartbeat. Like, Isaac's got enough health where, yeah, I will gladly sit there with an orbital on him.
It's reliable enough that you shouldn't be taking more than one hit off of the orbital anyway.
Yep.
So,
and even if you do,
I
you
don't
get
see any reason not to
he
come up
gets
here.
an ungodly amount of time of safety if he does, so it's not the end of the world. He's got plenty of
yeah,
health.
that's by the time the shield wears off, he'll at least have made it through the next phase. And he goes right in there with that shield, pops his Empress card right away. Very good call. You're pretty likely to be able to get another card on the next floor pretty simply if you run into a sloth fight, etc.
Also, the ooh was on the right
And we
side.
have a knife.
That would be
pickup
it.
For Rev.
That would be
A
the
little
ooh.
late. Maybe you could have saved it up for the next run game.
Right? Like, you notice it always does this too. If somebody dies and then they're like, okay, I can still catch up, and they restart another run and everything. Because, again, you're going to. But if you do that, you always wind up getting, like, Brimstone, Knife, Tech X, something to that effect, and it's like, you know, where was this not even one floor ago? I mean, on the other run, that would have been just a godsend. Nope, not there.
Gimpy pickup, yet another little bit of synergy for Slash here. Now when he gets hit, there's a chance that he's going to drop a Soul Heart. So on top of spawning the Athame, getting the Polaroid shield, he also has a chance of spawning a Soul Heart, upping his survivability yet again.
Also getting his other shield of protection chance, I should say. It's not guaranteed to proc like the Polaroid is, but getting the other chance from his items at the extra time being protected. Yeah, this is a nice little synergy he's got going. There's a very low chance of death on that left side.
Mask of Infamy, very nice defensive item. Making use of his multi-dimensional baby. He hasn't been doing a lot during this run. I don't know if he's just
I think it has to do with
not
just
willing to risk it, or if he doesn't like the item at all, or what.
It could be a little bit of both, but it could be, at least for me, the reason that I never take advantage of it is I'm usually dodging around, and it takes a good, 2 seconds, I think, to catch up to you. Oh, sure, have a little brim, why not? Why not? But yeah, it takes a couple seconds.
Look at that deal.
Cat, ceremonial robes. Dear God, where was that on any other run where your opponent's not already in the chest? That's the worst part to a deal like that. It is so good, but so late. Is it possible it pays off? Yes, but like I said, that chance of lack of survivability on Slash's side is super low, plus he's got a guaranteed respawn.
Even if he does have to full clear his chest, I think he'll be fine.
What do you mean if? He's well on his way.
Hey, look, he hasn't cleared 2 rooms up at the top of the map yet.
Touche.
Give it time.
Touche.
I'm saying yet.
There's still a yet involved with this. It's still possible. Let me try. Although I really doubt this will work. Try getting rid of it this way. No, that just moved it in. Damn it. I'm sorry, this item tracker thing is just driving me freaking bananas.
It's just a little bit off, and yeah, it's bugging me too. Every time I look over there,
I'm so OCD about it. Like, I just keep looking at it. It's off on the top, too, but you can barely see that line. But now everyone's gonna look. Sorry, I can't fix it. If it was on the other side, it's fine. But for some reason on this one, it shows. Yeah, Gemini, why not conjoin a friend to Slash? Oh yeah, and take Bob's Curse, because why not? It shows up every time. I get that, and I get Bob's Brain to show up literally every single run I take. Ooh, number 1.
Number 1 now, finally. Some more DPS up for him. Nice.
And we were talking about the lack of range
That puts him
earlier.
at the tier cap without any tier delays, so that's good.
And I'm sure that's what he was taking it for.
Nice and safe, especially later on once he gets the Polaroid, but I don't know if this run is going to last that long.
I don't think it will, because we've only lost the 1 heart so far over on Slash's side, and again, with that pretty much full clear going on.
Pretty much full clear.
Oh, it is now, by the way, because this is a dead end, so now it is a full clear. Oh, no, it isn't. I didn't see the door. Jesus, man. Those
No,
are
okay,
blending
yeah,
in
yeah.
tonight. I was going to say
I
it
was like,
should be up
I
here.
haven't seen him walk into the room yet. I didn't know that was a dead end.
No,
Thanks for the spoilers,
I
Brums.
didn't even...
God.
Sorry. Yeah, spoilers, by the way. Don't blink. He's going to beat Blue Baby in about 10 seconds. Oh, not even. Jeez, there's the orbital damage.
Yeah.
There's the orbital damage. Gemini finally kicked in there. Oh, no, it did take about 10. And there's a chest. There's your 2-0 lead. My goodness, man. Here we go again, guys. It's 2-0 for one of the racers. I would like to point out how just literally everything has gone 3-0, which means in this race, Rev, I'm looking at you, bro. This one's yours, dude. You got this. I mean, you just saw the knife. You just saw almost full Guppy in one floor. Let's be honest. You got this in round 3. I got the feeling that you will. It won't all be 3-0s through 3 straight weeks. We got the feeling, man. We can do this. On that note, though, Slash will look to close it out, so good luck to both of you guys. I'm not trying to one-side that or anything, but nonetheless, good luck to both. Slash, again, looking to move on to round 2, wherein he would be taking on to Cyber 1. Ouch. All I gotta say to that one. And again, Rev's gonna need 3 in a row to do the same here, so good luck, guys. They're gonna find their starting room, they get as many resets as they want, and my guess would be they both just found it. So we'll get round 3 underway. Again, they'll do it at their own convenience. I've got Rum doing the refereeing tonight, so big thanks to him and to Helena Costello for both doing that. And he'll get them started probably momentarily here. Again, exclamation mark match 2, MATCH, the number 2 will get you a link to both of their channels. Make sure to give a follow to both Slash and Rev. They're off and racing. Good luck, guys. Nothing in that first curse room. Again, you can leave behind stuff that you spawn out of chests, like those spiders. That's not a big deal, so, so Slash is okay.
And Slash saw one of the 4 items get re-rolled. I didn't get to see which item it was.
I didn't either. I just saw the little fart in there, so
I think it was Tech X.
Someone will probably notice it. I paid not that close of attention until the fart happened. But yeah, that was one of the 4 items. There's the big 4, if you will, are not going to show up in your first item room. And they automatically reroll themselves. They also automatically reinsert themselves into the item pool, so you can still see them. You don't have to worry about that. And let's see. Interesting beginnings here. And, well, found a start for Slash.
There we go. That's a start.
We got our
The
start on Slash's side.
Parasitoid is an interesting start. It's another one that it's like, with this rule set, I can kind of see why you do it. Instead of firing your normal tiers, you might fire an egg sack, which puts a little bit of creep down below enemies, like you just saw there twice. And if it hits an enemy, it spawns friendly spiders or flies? Yeah.
I think it is or flies, yeah.
Like
I believe you're correct. That's not the button I want. I want this. Filters. No, that's good.
It also gives you a nice big lump on the side of your face. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, it's so cute.
Adorable.
What if I did... I found the problem, and I fixed the item tracker. Fuck yes. Wait for this.
God.
Wait for this. Oh, so much better. No, what the fuck? Why did it reset again? No! Damn you! It worked, and then it fucking switched it again. You bastard friggin' OBS. Okay, sorry. Anyways, back to the fights here. We got Rev taking on Slack's favorite boss, just to make the laughs return to you. I had to. The Haunt's over on the right side. I cannot stand this fight. Because I do what Rev's doing. I get up on the sides there, and then he'll just all of a sudden like, oh, beeline, and
he just takes off, and it's like, yeah, I should go.
Yeah, right into you, though. Like, I'll get caught by the one last little bit.
Pick up the book. All right, there we go. The right play from Slash there.
I like this.
And now we go ahead.
Take the cat.
A health down pill. Oh, no.
Well, at least we get the cat and a health back up.
He didn't have his D6 charged.
Yeah, he was one shy.
Get it charged.
I thought he was full, too.
I hate it when Basement 2 does that.
I thought he was full. See, and that's a question then. If you have something like that and you have one extra room, do you take the time to go get the roll on your D6 before you fight the boss?
I don't know. A lot of the time, I just opt to not roll my Basement 1 Devil Deal or Basement 1 boss drop anymore.
That is kind of tough to do, but yeah, I could see the play behind it.
It sucks just sitting there and being like, all right, I guess I'm taking a breakfast again.
Again.
But the risk of not having your D6 up for Basement 2 is just too high.
I gotta agree wholeheartedly, actually. Did that work? Oh, wait.
A dark bum pick up.
I fixed it. Now we fixed it. Now I'm okay saying this.
Congratulations.
Thank God. Okay, so much better. That looks professional. And again, thank you to
That's
Angels
new
in the
for us.
Window and Lawnfire for the layout as well, because that's me screwing it up, not them. So shout outs to them. They did fine. I'm the one that screwed it up. So know that up front.
This is such a nice little bighorn. I did not mean to do that. But this is such a nice bighorn fight. Oh,
I was just
my
going to say,
favorite.
I heard it instantly and I was going to say something, but you caught it, so.
With no bombs, this fight just takes an eternity. Even with the changes that they made to him.
Yeah, he's still got it.
Rev is going to be able to have cleared most of this floor as well as take out his boss probably before Bighorn is dead.
Pretty close to it. He was down to about 25% or so. He was getting there.
Doyle popping up again. Nice little chunk of damage up is always good.
And flooded caves too. Oh wow, that is his mouse. Holy crap. Rum! Rum, if you're listening, have Rev move his mouse. Let's see if Rum can hear me. I'm going to test it that way and
Guppy's
see if I have to type.
tail and what was that other pickup? I wasn't even thinking about it because they're both so eh.
Yeah, they were both so... it was duality.
It's just like, ugh.
It was duality.
Oh, duality, that's right, yeah. So we can now get God Rooms as well as Devil Deals.
Which is weird because it doesn't show in the stats on the left side, does that? I always thought
No,
that it
yeah,
actually
the
showed it
stats
to you.
just reflect your actual stats.
That's bizarre. Okay, wow. How about Dead Cat, too?
And
so,
he gets
woo!
the lucky dead cat drop. That's 2 Guppy pieces.
So now we're
Make one
really
more.
kicking.
Get
This...
back into this race in a big, big way.
I forgot, is he on his, Rev, is he on his caves 2 or 1?
This is cage 1.
Correct? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Rum can hear me. Or maybe he can. Oh, crap, he did.
There we go.
Lo and behold, he did.
Right as you say it, the pause happens. I was
Lo and
like,
behold.
what are you talking about? You
So-
got no keys, Rev.
Thank you, Rum.
Unfortunately.
Oh, God, yeah, that's the worst. Neither of them have keys left because we just used the last one over on Slash's side because he's in his store. So now they're both out.
Not a bad
However,
choice. The
like
battery's
it.
going to let him build up that D6 charge to hopefully get something. If he gets a good devil deal that he can actually roll, he's going to have a good time.
And you can kind of see it on that charge bar. The yellow bar on the bottom there is the extra charge. And you can fill up an entire second charge, can't you?
Yeah, you can have a complete second charge. So
Okay.
if he gets that charged all the way before devil deal comes up, he will be able to re-roll the items in there twice. And that can make a very big difference with how big that devil deal pool is. Now, it's somewhere around the 50 item mark, maybe
And
60.
Especially if
And
you
he'll
pull one
just
of the
get a
4 item
battery on the
ones.
floor. That's fine.
Ooh. And able to carry. He's taking him because why re-roll it? I guess if again what we were just talking about,
Yes.
you're building up the reroll for the devil deal. So, well, then getting out the battery, I could have just done that.
Well, the battery is like a safety measure. He can even use the battery for the boss item, which
Well, he
I
just grabbed
think
it,
I
though.
agree with more, especially with how close it's going to be.
He did just grab it though.
Oh, he did.
Although actually, he's building
he walked by
a
it.
second and a half charge on his D6 at the moment because now there's orange on top of the yellow.
No, that's not how it works. It just
It
changes
looks like
color.
it. It just
a little
changes
bit.
color.
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
it. I was gonna say like, wait, what the hell? Because yeah, it should only be the 2 charges. Oh wow, is he actually trying to use able? God, Ragman again. Ugh,
Like, Abel, why?
Abel, you're not helping here, buddy.
I blame Abel for this, okay?
Able not to carry? I don't understand.
There we go.
Hey.
Some growth hormones. Ooh.
I have BOILeR right off the bat. I'll take that.
I
Screw the
I
rerolls.
don't know. He's already got the piercing effect.
That's true. He did have piercing with Death's Touch. I didn't think about that.
I mean, it's still got the homing effect afterwards.
it's still
so
good.
it's not the end of the world.
It's still good, and doesn't it make it so that instead of, as it pierces through, it eats up whatever, like, some chunk of damage that you needed to use, and then gives you the remainder of it on the tier that still floats through, and this negates that, and it just goes full damage all the way through?
No, I think you're thinking of the poly effect when it kills
Oh.
something.
Yeah, it is just Poly that hits you with that, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, you're right.
Yeah. Death Touch is just a straight piercing effect.
Okay, it just goes straight on through, doesn't give a crap.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, so then I guess it really doesn't matter. Oh god, that's a horrible room.
Oh yeah, that one is so.
That one's-
frustrating.
I've never
And he
seen
goes
that
the
one.
Speedrun strat
Yep.
of just using the key. His only
key,
to get through
for that
room
matter.
faster.
Yeah, that's brutal. I would do it just because. I mean, Rev's not that far behind here, so... There's your item room you can't get into unless we get lucky. Oh, he did. Jesus. How about the
Rubber
guillotine?
ducky and the guillotine. Yeah, you know what? I'd rock out with the guillotine here. Nice small body.
Let's see. Not too much out of the belly button there. We got the What is that? Flatworm, I believe? Yeah, flatworm for Rev over on the right side.
Why does this room exist?
Why do these enemies exist? I've never been a fan of them. I understand why they exist, but that room is just pure evil. Like,
Man,
that should be
Rev
a shale.
needs some damage up so that those creep shots are doing something for him, or he needs to finish his cat real bad.
I think even at that point, he
his
still
build
needs
has
damage.
gone nowhere.
Yes, the cat will help him, but I think he needs damage too for the flies. I mean, they will still do like 9 or 10 damage, but when you're looking at 8.85 base damage, it looks like over on Slash's side. Am I reading that right? Dear God.
Yep, 8.85.
Yeah, wow. So yeah, when you're counting it against pretty much more than double your damage, you gotta find something. There has to be something to help you here. As you can see, Brownie just got absolutely thwomped over there.
And another devil
Cracker
deal.
Jacks.
What are we getting here?
Ooh, shiny rock. That could
Shiny
be worse.
rock with another book.
Take the book. Yep,
this
good
is the
call.
one where he touched the book of sin, right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
And now he gets to roll that twice.
Ooh.
That puts him at 2
Here we
Guppy
go.
pieces.
So now we're both at 2 Guppy pieces. Who's going to find that third one first? Will anyone? Because we haven't had a Guppy this week. That just occurred to me. We have not had.
Through on his rolls on that one?
Yes, he did.
He must have accidentally rolled it twice.
Because I don't remember the second roll, so he must have
No,
mashed
yeah,
that.
I think he just smashed his spacebar. Okay, yeah, he hit it too fast.
That's a bit of a shame,
So
given
he
what you build
he
up.
technically did re-roll it twice, but no
Technically.
idea what the first item was.
Technically speaking. It's like having, oh god, the double usage item on your D6. Technically, you're re-rolling everything twice. You're just not seeing one of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Red Mom for the first time today. So that's going to be pretty much nothing but foot stomps. One eye's going to open up from time to time and triple shot him. Nice, he actually played it to have the foot hit the item rock in the room that I didn't even notice. I never noticed those in time.
Making good use of his head as
Look
an
at this.
orbital right here. This is probably the best version of this fight that he could have gotten thanks to having that guillotine.
It is.
And he gets another devil deal.
And another Krampus. Yay! We haven't seen him enough yet tonight.
Come
Oh,
on,
God,
Krampus.
that's evil. That shot is evil.
Be a buddy, Krampus.
Cambion Conception after the reroll.
Cambion Conception.
Eh.
I mean, it's there. It's passive. Might as well take it.
It's not the space
And
used, you know,
Rev
Krampus's
is still
head.
plugging away down here in his depths.
But now another extra floor on Slash's side because he just hops on down to his womb too. Just murdering
I
on
won
through.
one. It was nice seeing you for all of 2 seconds.
Quite literally for the 2 seconds we were there. It was fun. So yeah, huge lead opening up for Slash. Again, he's looking to close this out 3-0, and Rev's going to have to haul. He is really trailing on the damage, and that's been hurting him the worst, I think. Gotta do it. Fate's reward. But again, is it possibly too little too late, given that we're on Womb 2 as opposed to, what, Caves 2 on the right? Is he Caves 2 or 1? He's got to be on 2.
I believe that was Caves 2.
We'll find out as soon as he's done with Gertie here, but I'm pretty sure that's 2.
He'd have to have been in Caves 1 forever if that were still Caves 1.
Yeah, and that's not that long of a map that I saw. So.
Well, and he got the belly button from his boss, right?
That's right, you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, what do we got? Wooden Spoon, a little more
who the boss
movement.
was.
And into the depths. Yep, lo and behold.
Okay, there we go. But I mean, his opponent was able to skip an entire floor.
And that's huge.
If Slash was still on Womb 1, this would still be really hard for him to catch up on.
But
Like,
at
he
least there'd be
needed-
more of a chance. Right now, with him
He
being on
needed
Womb
a
2,
cat piece out of that red chest.
yes.
Put it that way.
Like, he needs to find, like, the left hand, hope for a whole bunch of red chests, and then immediately find that one other Guppy piece and just start hauling his way towards boss fights, skipping item rooms, skipping anything else, and just beelining his way to it. Even at that point, questionable. Because there could be enough rooms in the way that it isn't enough. On base damage Guppy even, yeah, it's nice, but it's not that nice. And Slash just keeping on cruising here. He's still got, what, 7.5 hearts, I believe?
Everything.
And looking arcade just in case he needs it, which 11 cents and no real need for it. He's not going in. If he needed health, though, I've made very good use of arcades and races. I've spent way too much time in there and I almost lost because of it, but I made use of it and got myself a full heal that I desperately needed to finish off Sheol at one point. So they can really help. Like, you can't underwrite those things. Ooh, and a slow start to Mom's heart over here, so there goes one of the hearts over on Slash's left side. But he isn't going to care too much. Right on into the... Excuse me, right on into the center with his safety. Oh, Rev, you and these fire tears. He's not trying to fire those out.
Well,
They're
he's
just
got
happening.
the random tear effect that keeps
exactly.
proccing, but
He's not
another double
trying.
deal, and there is the last Guppy piece. For
It
him.
happened. Ooh, and
a
a pact.
pact.
Oh,
yeah, I'd be
God.
all over it.
Yep, so now
I
he's...
mean, whatever, you got a dead cat right now, you're not gonna lose this run anytime soon.
No. And again, he's got 3 full soul
DPS
hearts.
up, fantastic. Look
Huge
at those
DPS,
funky
those
looking
flies, man.
scythe tears for Rev, and they're gone.
Aw, they were so short-lived. Oh, and there goes that devil deal chance for him as he takes some red heart damage here. That's one of the important things. When you've got the 9 lives dead cat and you're trying to find items, at least you can kind of sort of steal one in a double deal.
Man.
But if you
I got hyped for that
oof.
red chest. I got excited. I thought he had it.
But no.
I felt it in there.
See, the commentator curse, it lives on even in thought. We don't even have to say anything, guys.
If I just think it loud enough, it happens.
If I project my thoughts astrally to an extent at which Rev might hear it. We're gonna find that other Guppy piece, though. I feel
pick
it.
up on the frequency of your mind.
Of your mind, man. And suddenly this channel got really stonery.
Yeah, don't even
this?
check in there.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it. BFF, we got secret maps, but we don't have enough money for either of these things.
AWAS, a little late for that one.
Yeah, slightly
Taking the
behind
black
on that.
rune with him, probably into the chest in case he wants to just devour some trashy items in there. After his 2 rerolls. The 2 rerolls hasn't done a whole lot for him. But again, what else would he have spent that money on?
Yeah, in all honesty, it would have just gone to
That's
the
the
grave with
dilemma
him.
of shops nowadays, thanks to Afterbirth Plus. It feels like there's 30, 40 different items in the shop pool. You're not too
I have to
likely to
count
get the
that.
mapping that you want.
I wonder how many there actually are. I feel like there's at least 25. At least, at this point, I would say.
Probably. I would say 30 plus.
Yeah, I would probably put it more close to 30, 35, but I would say minimally there's probably at least 25 in there, and like you said, it makes it impossible to find what you want. Tech 5. 0.5, excuse me, because I say things wrong.
Yeah, roll the rest
Ooh,
of that, roll that
God.
too.
Yeah, consume it all.
Consume it, get some decent stats up.
There's a bunch of people just took a shot for me yelling consume, isn't there? I realized what I did after I said it, so...
Oops.
Look at all these flies.
The glories of a high fire rate Guppy build.
By the way, just to really show how absolutely horrid the RNG is being to Rev right now, here, have the Mask of Infamy.
Fight.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's downright evil. Look at all these flies that we're building up here. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, Yum Heart. No, thanks.
Yum Heart, thanks to his full clear percent, congratulations, Slash, you might have worse luck with mapping than I do.
But only by a little... Oh, what? Nope. He's gonna prove it here because we're gonna full clear this floor.
Just make me look like a fool!
That's beautiful. Here we go again. Piercing shots, you already have them, but sure, why not?
He's got them 2 and now 3 times.
I was gonna say, that's 3rd piercing tears item. Oh my god, that is actually his 3rd piercing tears item. Let me go side by side so you can see the breakdown
At this
here.
point, the tears need to start piercing through the walls of the room and hitting the enemies over there.
Oh god, this is a good room to have Guppy in.
It's got to be
Couple of
and
super
have
MVs.
3 different forms of piercing.
Yeah, because oh god, man, this room would take forever with Rev's build.
And the homing from the Eye of BOILeR is actually pretty helpful here too.
Yeah, that's one of the rooms where it really shows how useful it is. Again, if that were Rev's build, my god, he would be in that room for another 2 minutes. At least. At least.
Someone could start a separate run before Rev was able to clear that room with the build he's gotten.
And again, like, the fact that he's in his depths and just cruising here is saying a lot, but match it up to what we're looking at on the other side with as soon as full Guppy got hit, the difference really showed between these two.
Yeah,
and
especially
just like
with
this,
all of the damage up that Slash had already gotten.
And just like that, don't blink, guys, because boom, there goes the health bar. You can thank not even all the flies. He didn't even use all the flies to kill off Blue Baby. Slash has taken another BOILeR race by a count of 3-0. My god, it's like it's written in the stars that everybody wins 3-0. I don't know what is up with this.
We can't escape this.
I know, it's the inescapable 3-0 first round clause right now. I don't understand, but at the same point, all congratulations need to be given, because Slash, those were some pretty damn amazing runs, dude. So congratulations on, like I said, another 3-0 win. Let me actually advance you over here on challenge as well, which puts you up against Cyber 1 in round 2. Oh god, guys, that's gonna be a matchup between Slash and Cyber. Oof. Have fun with that one, dude.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
You're going to need it on this one. That's going to be a darn good race. There's going to be some really good ones here in round 2. Excuse me. And on that note, we do have to say goodbye to ReVenantGamer. He's wanted to do this for years and years and years on end. It's one of those things that has been kind of one of his, like, I've always wanted to be in BOILeR, as, you know, being a Twitch caster and whatnot. So it was an absolute pleasure to have you, my friend. I'm really sorry to see you go. It's luck of the draw, dude. You got put up against a guy that just wasn't stopping. Slash wasn't stopping. And when he pulled that full Guppy at the end especially, that was when it just, your build didn't stack up, and it's not your fault. It's just, you know, there's so many items out there, and yeah, that one build that he got at the end of the second round when it was, you know, slightly too late, that's the one that really probably rubs, it was the end of the first round, I'm sorry, that, you know, that's the one that has to rub you kind of the wrong way, because what if you got that in round 2? We could be sitting here at 2-1 right now instead of 3-0. So, I mean, things could have gone completely different, but it's the luck of the draw, it's the way it is, and just like all the other ones, like I said, it's another 3-0, which leaves us with 2 more races in round 1, and those will happen next week at 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday as well, so we will have Admiral Baru, yes, that Admiral Baru, taking on Rex More OP. I usually just call him Rex, but his full name is Rex More OP. I should probably start saying the entirety of it at some point. The winner of that's going to move on, to Kazooie, or to face Kazooie Girl in round 2. And then our last race, I don't remember what order we're going to do them in yet, but the last of the round 1 races will be Crafter Lynx against Sihi, and the winner will face Shigen, who won the first race here tonight. So we will fill out the bracket next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Whew, it's going to get interesting, guys. It already is, but can we go an entire round of nothing but 3-0? Like, did you honestly think it was going to go like this, Slack?
To be this far in, to have gone through this many races now, and to see this many 3-0s, I did not expect this at all.
I know. You have to expect at some point that one of them was somehow there would have been that
Someone
one lucky
would get
run.
one win up, even if they were going to lose. Just one win.
Just one.
But
yeah,
no,
nothing.
Shutout after shutout after shutout after shutout.
It's like we picked this like pitching staff of like all the freaking all-stars. Like you got Chris Sale, Curtin Clayshaw. Let me try that again. Clayton Kershaw. Sorry, Dodgers fans. I just abused the hell out of that name. Nonetheless, but like there's so much craziness on this. I don't understand the 3-0s. I do, but I don't. And I don't know, man. I think next week, maybe, just maybe, we finally break it. I don't want to, you know, commentator curse it or anything, but here's hoping. So next week, 7 p.m. Eastern, myself and Slackaholicus will return again for another, again, I should say, for the finish of round 1 of BOILeR for this year. And yeah, we will see you then for it. Again, 2 races next week, 7 p.m. Eastern start time, just like every week. It'll be the same through the end of this. And then as soon as